Hello, buenos dias, and ahoy. This is Amerykanishki, an educational series about beloved American books. Through books, you can interact with people, times, and cultures that you might otherwise never get a chance to experience. And in these videos, you'll get a summary of an interesting book in English, a book that's important to American literature, and you can then decide for yourself if you want to read more. In celebration of Black History Month, we are focusing on books written by American authors who are Black. In this case, our first book is Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Adichie was born in Nigeria. She's the daughter of a university professor and the first female registrar in Nigeria. She has achieved success in America as an author and writer focused on African history and women's issues. She's also presented a number of famous TED Talks and lecturers, cementing her career as a public speaker. She is the winner of a MacArthur Genius Grant. She holds 2 master's degrees and honorary doctorate degrees from 14 universities throughout the world. Her novels, essays, and short stories have been winning prizes in American literature for decades. Americana is her first novel that is set in America, and it examines American culture through the lenses of immigration, race, and gender roles. The story opens in Nigeria. Ifemelu, a young woman, and Obinze, a young man, are the main characters in this novel, who fall in love in high school. At the time, Nigeria is under military dictatorship, and people, especially the educated, are leaving as fast as they can while they can. Ifemelu, who is beautiful and self-assured, goes to America to study and pursue higher education. In this journey, she suffers defeats and triumphs, finds and loses relationships and friendships, and all the while, all of a sudden, feeling the weight of something she never experienced in Nigeria, the weight of race and being Black in America. Obinze, who is a quiet, thoughtful son of a professor, wants to join Ifemelu, but after 9/11, September 11th terrorist attacks in the United States, his visa is denied. So he goes to London, where when his visa expires, he plunges into a dangerous, undocumented life as an immigrant. Years later, after he is deported, Obinze has achieved wealth and fame in Nigeria, which is now democratic. Ifemelu, on the other side of the ocean, has achieved success as a writer through an eye-opening blog about race in America. But when Ifemelu returns to Nigeria and she and Obinze reignite their shared passion for each other that they had in high school, both for themselves, for each other, and for their homeland, they must face the toughest decisions of their lives. The term Americana is used for Nigerians who have been changed by living in America, who have, upon returning to Nigeria, become critical of their land and culture. This book is beautifully written, and it shows the struggles not only of the Black community in the United States, but also the struggles of the immigrant community. As an immigrant myself, I found myself identifying with many of the struggles of the main characters, whether from people looking at me strangely, or feeling like a foreigner in my own country when I went back to visit, or the shame of making a mistake accidentally in the new country and having to figure out on my own how to fix this mistake. The book is also very eye-opening in its frank discussion of race. If you are curious how the world looks through the eyes of a Black person, you need look no further than this book. No matter what your race is, no matter what your background is, you will learn something about yourself and your worldview by reading this book. And now I would like to share some quotations from this book. Race doesn't really exist for you because it has never been a barrier. Black folks don't have that choice. Race is always a barrier. If you don't understand, ask questions. If you're comfortable or uncomfortable about asking questions, say you are uncomfortable and then ask them anyway. It's easy to tell when a question is coming from a good place. Then listen some more. Sometimes people just want to feel heard. Here's to possibilities of friendship and connection and understanding. A question for yourself as you read this book, should you choose to read it further, is to examine how America is treated in this book. What does the author present America as? Is it a good thing, a bad thing, a complicated thing? And how does that match up with how you see America? In the description to this video, there are links to Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's TED Talks and interviews that she gave at Czech conferences about literature. Keep reading, my friends. Nerds conquer the world.